Good morning, everyone. And if you were with me just 10 seconds ago, good morning again. We're going to try this again. So, the topic of today's live, what if my values are wrong? Here's what I mean by this. I spent so much time in my life valuing something that I was programmed, that I was taught that I should value, right? Not only in family situations and the way that you're raised or you grow up, but in college, with friends, even with my children, right? Society. And you can easily believe that because it seems really good, that maybe you value it as well. Maybe it's something that you want as well. And it's something that I see all the time with my clients when they come in. So, one of the first questions that I ask them is tell me your top three values. And maybe for yourself right now, if you just check in with yourself, if I were to ask you, tell me your top three values. Do you know what they are? And then my second question, typically they don't know their top three, or they'll come up with something, they'll come up with one or two. And then my next question is, are they yours? Are they truly yours? And how do you know? How do you know that they're there, that they are yours? I'm going to give you an example. One of mine right now is to be bold. It's playfulness and to be bold. The other one's love. So right now, being bold, because I always live what I teach, is to go live as I'm walking to the gym. Because, I want to effort. I want to express even more here in the Rise Tribe. And I'm actually live right now on my personal Facebook group and on my YouTube channel. So if you're watching me there, I'd invite you over to the Rise Tribe on Facebook. That is where I'm going to nurture a little bit more in that group for people who are looking to raise their own vibration in order to raise the vibration of the universe. And so I'll bring it back to, I wanted to give an example. So for years, I wanted to experience more things in life, right? The 3D world, a bigger home. And so I did. In my life, have built two homes, have built a studio, have created pretty amazing things in the physical world, have flowed massive amounts of money through my business, through me. And what I discover now is it wasn't really wealth. Wealth was one of the core values because I thought I wanted to experience the things. What I really wanted to experience was the emotion that I had underneath the building of the homes, the building of the studio, the nicer brand new cars. And so what I was really seeking was freedom. Freedom was my core value back then. And so I could keep getting the physical things in the world, but they weren't not only just satisfying me, but they weren't what I really desired. They weren't my value. And so I continued to build, to value wealth, and yet not be satisfied, not really be in love with my life, in love with the things that I was getting. And so while I know how to work a core value system, I know how to work, I was valuing wealth, so I was flowing wealth through my life. It wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't truly what I wanted. And so to look out into society and to think, well, look what I'm creating though, right? I'm creating all of the things that seem like the things that people would want. So what's going on? What is it? And so I had to take a step back, even for me. And I cliented myself. I'll verbalize that. And what I discovered was it was freedom. At the time, what I really valued was freedom. And when I gave myself the freedom, truly the freedom, and now I live in a less than 1,200 square foot apartment complex that I share with my daughters 50% of the time, I am more free now than I have ever been in my life. So it wasn't wealth, it wasn't the bigger house, the faster cars that was going to give me the freedom. It was the feeling inside, it was the emotion inside. And so this might feel like kind of surface level stuff, but just think about it for a moment. Have you spent time in your life not really experiencing what you really desire to experience? Maybe you're not even sure what that is. Maybe there's another level to that, like it was for me. And the energy of today, there's a reason why I'm talking about this. Universally, the energy of today is all about change. It's about shifting. It's about changing your mindset. It's about deciding that you desire something else, something different in your life. And values are meant to change and shift and evolve as we do as well as we grow. And so that's why freedom was one of my core values. And now my top three, it's not there. It is a value, but it's not my top three. So as I continue to live what I teach, to practice what I preach, and to be bold, and to come from love, and to be playful in the same moment, the Rise Tribe. So I invite you to today, on this Universal Energy Day of change, to maybe sit down and ask yourself, what is it that I value? What are my values? And am I living in alignment with those values in every area of my life? When it comes to building my business, when it comes to living in the corporate world, when it comes to my partnerships, to parenting, to taking care of my home, whatever it might be, all of the ways. Some food for thought, some organic food for thought. And if this is something that you're curious about, this is what I teach as well. It's the how-tos. You know, we take it back quite a bit. We take it back to the beginning of time, actually, and we build from there so that you can find out who you are truly. Who are you, minus all of the programming and the societal beliefs, so that you can truly live in alignment with yourself. You can live in alignment not only with your heart and mind, but your soul's contract, the contract that you agreed to before you landed in this mortal body and kind of forgot. So we begin on April 10th. If this is something you're interested in doing and being a part of, then I'd invite you to just send me a direct message, and we can have a conversation and see if it's a fit for you. All right, I'm going to go in here and work out. Happy Friday if you're catching me today or on the live. And I can't see comments. I'm actually using my phone for the first time on StreamYard, but I will come back and I will check any comments that are made. I can see a couple of you live with me right now. All right, have an amazing day, everyone.